Hi, my name is Gene Cho. I'm working on this action plan. This action plan is Diesel Technology Baccalaureate degree through the California Community College system. It's planned to expand the pilot Bachelor's of Arts in Community College program into the Diesel Technology program at San Diego Miramar College. I'm doing this for ASTE 6460, Utah State University with Cameron Roop. And so why bachelor's degrees in community college? Main reason is to give access for more disadvantaged students. There is a report by Patricia Gandara from UCLA that the 15 pilot programs that were implemented last year do not address the underrepresentation of minorities. The schools and programs that were chosen were not in underrepresented areas. So the Diesel program in San Diego would be a great opportunity because of the high proportion of minorities in the Diesel Tech program. So this will allow for more bachelor's degrees to be awarded for this group. According to U.S. Census, only 15.5% of Latinos in the U.S. attain bachelor's degrees, which was one of the lowest attainment rates in the whole country by group. So I think this number can go up by using the Diesel program. So what do we need to do to accomplish this? To be able to expand the bachelor's degree program, we need to study the evidence from this pilot program that is out now. So this evidence will be coming back this year and by next year, and then there will be a final report next year. This pilot program needs to show that it's encouraging more students to get bachelor's degrees because of the high rate of students that go into the community college system, and a lot of them don't transfer into the university, so this would be a great opportunity to address that problem. Also, people who normally would not pursue bachelor's degrees may be receiving them, so we need that evidence to see if that's the case because of the group that is entering the community college. We need to show support from all branches of the community college system, show collegiality, and that the four-year universities will not throw too much barriers to the community college system offering these degrees. And of course, we need to show that underrepresented minorities are receiving bachelor's degrees. If that's the case, I think this program will be expanded, and the Diesel program would be a great use of those resources. All right, so how do we implement this plan? It's going to start, of course, with the instructors. The instructors are going to have to be the main contacts, and they're going to do the initial proposal writing because of being subject matter experts. Be able to grab the data and kind of show that why our program is better suited for this kind of degree. Then it'll go to the curriculum committee on campus. Then from there it'll go to academic senate, responsible for academic requests. That then goes to the school president, district chancellor, the district board, California community colleges, of course, and then we have the main body, which is the ACCJC, Accrediting Commission for Community and Junior Colleges. This will be the final step, I believe. I don't believe the governor will be involved, so once it reaches this step and receives approval, then we'll go ahead and implement it.
Thanks, Gene, for getting us started. Again, my name's Cameron Roop, and I'm working with Gene Cho on this presentation on our bachelor's degree for Diesel programs. So moving on to our action steps, you see up here we have the logo for, this is the California Community College. It's a huge network of colleges. There's, I think, 113 campuses total, and then 72 districts. So there's a lot of people to talk to in regards to this Diesel program. So just a few action steps that we have here. Number one is to gather the right information for our proposal. So beginning essentially right now at the end of this semester, we would go and start gathering data on the statistics on the number of students that are currently enrolled in diesel technology programs in the California Community College program. Also statistics on minorities involved in the diesel programs, and take maybe some surveys on the students that would be interested in doing a bachelor's degree in those programs, and then also broadening it out to the students who may be interested in doing a bachelor's degree in diesel technology if it was available. And so getting some of that research done. Also research on potential earnings for the students, graduates after they take the course, as well as job market and career growth potential for those students and graduates. And then April 30th, we'd propose that to the California Community College Chancellor, after which on May 15th, they already actually have a scheduled meeting with the Board of Governors for the California Community College system. And on May 15th, they're meeting, and so the Chancellor could submit this proposal to them at that time. And on June 1st, we'd need to begin, if pending approval, we'd need to begin immediately advertising the pilot program and getting resources in place. So again, there's a lot of people involved in this. A lot of places already have a diesel program in place, but this bachelor's degree would need to be designed to meet the requirements that the California Community College would have, as well as the other programs that are already in place. And then annually, most importantly, after the first year, we would need to do an evaluation to make sure the program's effective, it's reaching the right people, and then discuss any changes that need to be made, and then do that annually thereafter as well to make sure that we're on the right track, meeting with the advisory board to present that evaluation to them. Resources we would need. Grants are going to be a big key in this. I talk about later, and I know Gene's talked about some of the costs that would be involved, but grants are going to be necessary to get some of the right equipment in place, the shops, lifts, tools, semis or different types of diesel engines that we're going to be working on. And then industry support is going to be key in those situations as well. And there's a lot of company and trade organizations, and I'll talk about that a little bit later in the presentation on how those programs and those organizations can help us out. Instructors are going to be key, and I know Gene's talked about that a little bit, so I won't go too far into that. As well as industry subject matter experts who would form an advisory council for us. Most programs need an advisory council. I think this program in general would need a very good advisory council. So we need to gather some subject matter experts in the industry who would be interested in being on that advisory council and giving us some advice on how to move forward. Support from the California Community College system, and then reports from initial 15 pilot programs, and make plans based on what we find in those pilot programs. Also lab shops, classrooms, advisors, lab assistants, people to help in the design and implementation of the program. Then we'd also obviously need simulators, vehicles, parts, tools, hoists, safety equipment, and then vehicles to work on as well. A lot of potential challenges with this. One, again, I talked about how there's so many people involved, so that's going to be a huge challenge. And then also in any college curriculum, it's hard to match up a technical degree, just the way it's set up. It's hard to match up a technical degree to get the right credit hours in place, especially for a bachelor's program, which involves so many general education requirements that a lot of the students who look at these programs might not have taken as of yet. And then also students who are involved in these trades, again, a lot of times when they start training for these trades, they're not, they've done it because they don't see the benefit of higher education in general. So we need to fix that stigma, as well as the stigma from both technical education and universities who would be involved in getting those stigmas rectified. Also, difficulty finding subject matter experts that also have bachelor's degrees who could kind of sell both sides of it, because I think there's again a lot of the people who go into diesel mechanicking in general don't necessarily have bachelor's degrees or see the benefit of it. Funding is going to be obviously an issue no matter what program it is, but diesel equipment and tools are very expensive, and so those are things that we're going to have to continually work on to get funding. And then staffing is obviously going to be difficult, because a lot of people in the industry are in the industry because they are well paid, and so getting those people in our corner is going to be difficult. Communication plan. Obviously, there's a lot of people to communicate with. The Chancellor of the California Community College is going to be key, as well as the Board of Governors. And then also students who are thinking about the diesel program, currently enrolled in the diesel program, or who are graduates of the diesel program at the California Community College will be very beneficial to communicate with, and those people will be able to give us a lot of good feedback. Industry partners such as the ASE and the ADS, there's a lot of different organizations out there who could help, but those are two big ones that a lot of people are already involved with and who our subject matter experts will know well. We would communicate every other month when the Board of Governors meets. We communicate daily with the program instructors and the students. We communicate annually with our advisory councils and the other the local boards that we need to discuss those things with. Also, course website and social media would be a key thing in this as well, for not only current students but for alumni, parents, potential future students, and then stakeholders. So stakeholders including the university folks, the community college folks, the program participants, the people who hire out of the program, the industry partners, and then trade organizations. We communicate with them after semesters or annually for those other people as well. Evaluation plan is going to be key, especially in the pilot program, but industry leaders need to be part of that evaluation during the implementation of the pilot program, as well as the extension on the pilot program. Internal evaluation by instructors and students, auditing ourselves. I talk about that a little bit later, by meaning the audits by business programs and diesel technology instructors. Evaluation from employers who hire graduates of the program will be very key as well, and then stakeholder meetings to evaluate after each semester. And then we'll need data from the state, looking at cultural makeup of bachelor's of diesel technology holders, and then average wages of those holders versus certificate or associate's degree holders, and then also the dropout rate of those in bachelor's degree programs due to the increase in time to graduate or increase in cost for degree. So those things will all be key in making sure that our program continues to grow and get the support that it needs. So again, there's a couple things that we talked about that this page just covers in citations, but I like the idea of this program. I think Gene did a really good job at doing some research on his end. He's much more familiar with the California system as well as the program, the diesel program in general. And so there's a lot of potential for this program, and I appreciate the opportunity to work with him. So thank you very much. Again, my name is Cameron Roop, and I worked with Gene Cho, and I appreciate your time.